Why do I drink the way I do? Like, I tried to figure out why the fuck I felt the need to drink that way, you know? And I don't think I'm all that bad in the grand scheme of things, but I realized that one time, like after I stopped drinking why I drink the way I do, I was in an airport in Reno, right? Just walking through the airport, started to get like heart palpitations and all fucked up, and I collapsed. And then I like got back and couldn't be on buses. I was pissing a lot and shit. It was real fucked up, right? And I went to the doctors and had some tests done, and good news, guys. I'm only having panic attacks. Isn't that good news? No, that's not good fucking news at all. I thought something was really wrong with me, right? Panic attacks, that's like thinking your whole life that you have night sweats and then finding out you're a fucking bedwetter. Panic attacks, that's emasculating, right? That's for class sluts and cutters, not for fully grown tax-paying adult males, right? So I asked my doctor why I'm having them, and my doctor does that shit where he leans back and breathes in and pats down his tie, right? He's like, which if you don't know yet is your doctor's poker tell for, I don't know, I got shit. I went all in with twos. I have no fucking clue what I'm doing here, right? So I asked him what's causing it, and this is what my doctor told me. He goes like this. He goes, well, could be mental. Then again, it could be physical. Right on. Well, thanks for fucking narrowing that down for me, Doc. I appreciate it. You know, because for a minute there, I was worried it was fucking vegetable. I know I've been mental my whole life. Why is this happening now, right? And he's like, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just something hormonal. I'm like, hormonal, man? I'm not gonna have my period, am I? Guys, I can't have my period. I'm gonna be a heavy flow guy. I know that about myself, right? That's just my style. I go big or I go home. That's how I do it. I'm gonna have a maximum output uterus. So he's like, let me just give you something, right? After he tells me that. Why do doctors do that? They'll tell you they don't know what's causing it, but then they'll be like, let me prescribe you something. Well, what are you gonna give me? What are you, like Windex, yeast, pickles? Like, what the fuck are you gonna give me, man? You don't know what the fuck is. And he's like, no, man, it's not a cure, it's just something to take the edge off. Like, what are you, my fucking coke dealer now? You wanna take the edge off? Buddy, listen, I can climb a bell tower. I can load my own rifle. I know how to take the edge off, right? And he's like, no, man, it's just something to help you relax. And you get why that shit makes you relax. Because everybody knows that every antidepressant and anti-anxiety comes with the side effects of impotence. Like, it's been joked about 1,000 times. But who the fuck at Pfizer or GlaxoSmithKline or these pharmaceutical companies thought that was a fair side effect? Like, who was like, well, the patient is feeling kind of bad about himself. Just depressed, got a poor self-image, can't be out in public. Let's take his dick away. That seems like a fair trade, right? You get why it makes you smile and you feel euphoria, because my wife's out fucking other people. Because trying to get me hard is like trying to stand a Jell-O square up on its side. So I didn't take the shit, right? You know what fixed it? Running. Running fixed it for me. Not one doctor told me that in tests they've done that when you run or work out for 20 minutes a day, it releases the same shit that those drugs do. They know this, right? And I went to my doctor and I asked him why he didn't tell me that. And he goes, well, you know, I didn't think you'd do it. And that's when I told my doctor, I said, Doc, I'm a 32-year-old male. If you tell me something you're gonna give me is gonna make it so my dick doesn't work, I'll run the fuck anywhere you want me to. You can have my car keys, because I'm running the fuck home right now, right? Everybody's gonna see me streaking across the landscape in my neighborhood with my fucking groceries over my shoulders. Did you see that nice man today? He kept yelling back, my cock works. buddy, it's not a guaranteed fix. And he's right, it's not. But do you know what else? He's like, you're not gonna fix it. And I'm still plagued by them. But do you know what else I'm still plagued by? Erections. Big ones. Yeah. At awkward times, like in a classroom. And I don't even go to school. Why am I there? Maybe I like the book club. I don't know. That's the fucking weirdest thing. I'm convinced they give us that shit to just keep us as a population like anesthetized or something. Like, think about this. When I tell my doctor that, this is the funniest part. Like, I told my doctor I'm drinking to medicate my panic attacks, right? I'm like, I'm drinking because I feel like shit and I'm anxious. And he's like, don't do that. It's dangerous and it's addicting and it could harm you. And I was like, whoa, all right, man. I'm sorry about that. And he's like, good. And I'm like, I won't do it anymore. And he's like, that's the right answer. And I was like, good. And then I was like, but I'm still having panic attacks. And he's like, oh, well, I'll give you Xanax. And I was like, well, wait a second, is Xanax addicting? Oh, yeah, big time. Yeah, real bad. Okay, well, will Xanax harm me if I overuse it? Oh, yeah, could fucking kill you. Yeah. Well, then why are you giving me this shit? Because I don't have a liquor license. Because if I could prescribe you gin, I would. Don't take that shit. Try other things. Because I care about you.